From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
Daniels Roofing, licensed, bonded, insured roofing contractor. 45 years of generational expertise, offering a variety of roofing systems in the North State. Composition shingles, metal, tile, fire-safe wood shingles, and spray foam roofing systems. An energy-saving cool roof, perfect for commercial flat roofs and mobile homes. With other companies, you may get a foreman or a salesman, but with Daniels Roofing, you get Daniel. Call today for your free estimate. Daniels Roofing, 3 generations working hard to protect your home and business.
Good morning, everyone. Well, if you live in Del Norte, Siskiyou, or Modoc counties, you're going to want to watch Kruger's QuickCast here, and really the forecast in general, because you may run into some showers here through a part of the day today. We're going to take a close look at that here in just a second. Let's get you through Kruger's QuickCast. Out the door this morning, and of course it's dry pretty much across the board here. Maybe some fog along parts of the coast here, 8 o'clock this morning, but by mid-morning, the coast eventually seeing some showers. Parts of the coast, not everyone. Then eventually Siskiyou County and Modoc County, which we'll get into that here in just a second. In fact, let's take a look at the satellite and the radar, but really the radar is not going to show anything just yet. But what we've got here is the clouds that we did see kind of push through yesterday. They then kind of pushed a little bit up to the north. But now we have a little bit of a spin in the atmosphere, kind of hard to see, but this will be kind of pushing through just to our north throughout the day today and just clip Northern California. But it may be just enough that parts of Del Norte County, eventually by around 10 o'clock this morning, start to see some showers. And then by around the noon hour, it pushes off to the east here. So mid to late morning, Del Norte County, Crescent City, Gas Key, maybe even Klamath, seeing a chance for some showers here by mid to late morning hours. By around the noon hour, now we're starting to see it hit parts of Siskiyou County. Now you'll notice it's just going to try to clip places like Mount Shasta City northward. So places like Wairika, Doris, Tule Lake, for example, could be looking at some of these showers as well. And, you know, it's looking like some decent rain in some areas as well. So that's sometime around mid-afternoon into the late afternoon, we see it making its way into Modoc County. So the first half of the day, Modoc County, you're dry if you have outdoor plans, but by late afternoon into the evening, now we're starting to see some of that rain. And by the way, we're seeing that snow in the Warners too. I think it's going to make for a gorgeous sight here, get a nice dusting of snow on those Warner Mountains. But Alturas, yeah, I think you could see some showers here late this afternoon and evening. And then later on tonight, it is out of here. And then we're dry pretty much for the rest of the week. All right, so here's your forecast for today. Upper 70s in the valley. Some of us could touch 80, by the way, in the valley. Temperatures in the 60s, some low 70s for the higher elevations at inland, and upper 50s for your daytime highs along the coast. Let's take a look at that 7-day outlook for the valley. Temperatures kind of hovering in the upper 70s here through Saturday. I think there's a much more confidence in the chance for rain here by the time we do get into Sunday and Monday, and that will include the valley, seeing some of those measurable showers out there as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at the coast, inland, and for Trinity County, and you see the dry conditions today all the way through Friday. Now, as early as Saturday, the coast and some of the inland areas may see some showers late in the day Saturday, but I think everyone is going to hold off until Sunday and Monday when we got that best chance for that measurable rainfall. Heaviest rainfall, as we'd expect, will be along the coast. Taking a look at Siskiyou County, Modoc County, there's of course that chance for showers by the afternoon into the evening, but I do expect that the eastern mountains will most likely remain dry today. Dry through Saturday with those showers coming in by Sunday and Monday. All right, that is your quick cast, at least as quick as I could get. We do have those showers I needed to kind of keep you aware of, and it looks like we'll see those showers to the north today, as I mentioned, with a slight warming trend the next few days, especially for the valley. Now, it looks like it'll be cooler and unsettled going into the weekend, and especially for parts of next week, but looking down the line, I'm just not seeing any big storms heading our way. So yes, there are some areas along the coast that I think we'll see some decent rain, but the rest of us, not a ton of rainfall. Now let's take a look at the shoe fire. Always want to just give you that disclaimer that as you're watching this, these numbers may have changed. So these are the latest numbers as I'm recording this morning here. But there you can see the latest fire perimeter for the shoe fire at just over 5,000 acres. But now, I mean, we're getting some pretty good containment here. Now we're up to about 38% containment. The distances to these communities really hasn't changed since the fire has started. It may have gotten a little bit closer as it's grown to some of these areas here, but about 10 miles to Big Bend. We take you out to Dunsmuir. We're about 20 miles, 12.4 miles to O'Brien, and just under 10 miles from Montgomery Creek. So let's take a look at the winds and what that's going to mean for our fire danger. Now today the winds are expected to pick up here later this afternoon for the valley. We're talking gusts upwards of 30 miles per hour and some gusty winds also to the east. Now there are no red flag warnings or fire weather watches or anything of that nature, but due to the fact that we've got those gusty winds and low humidity, even into Thursday morning, we are going to have that elevated fire weather risk. Then by Thursday afternoon, those winds should start to die down, and then they may pick back up a little bit here again on Friday, but mainly coming in from the south, so it shouldn't be as much of a concern. So we look at the humidity levels. For today, we're in the low to mid-teens for the valley. So yes, with the gusty winds, low to mid-teens, that's dry, and that's going to elevate that fire weather risk here. All right, so now we take you into your Thursday, and it looks like still in those mid-teens. Now the winds are dying down by Thursday afternoon, so not as much of a concern, but as we go into Friday, with those stronger south winds, single digits, low teens, yeah, elevated fire risk again here for your Friday. I know, it's hard to believe I'm talking about snow in the mountains, rain for everybody else, but we're still in October. October is still typically when we're still in that fire season. Now here are the clouds that moved in yesterday, but you can kind of see it kind of migrated and pushed a little bit more to the north here throughout the day yesterday. But if you look closely, there's a little bit of a disturbance right here that's going to be kind of just clipping Northern California today. We saw that in QuickCast. Let's take another close look at this here. So here we are at 6 o'clock this morning. It's dry. By around 10 to around noon, we are seeing some of those showers hitting Del Norte County. But you'll notice it's not touching Humboldt County. And by around noon, now it's into northwestern Siskiyou County. Through the afternoon, that will push eastward, so places like Wairika, even Scott Valley could get in on this. Weed, Mount Shasta, Doris, Tennant, all of these areas seeing that chance for showers, and it's looking like there's even some decent rain coming out of this in some areas, especially to the north. Now, by around mid-afternoon, late afternoon, it's now pushing through Modoc County, and really a good portion of Modoc County. It's just going to clip extreme northern Lassen County, but I do think Lassen County, for the most part, will be dry today. Then by tonight, it's gone, and then we're dry most likely for the rest of the week. There's a look at Thursday. Mainly sunny skies. We take into Friday, a couple of clouds coming in, but no rain at this point for Friday. Saturday, yes, maybe a chance for some showers kicking in for parts of the coast. We'll take a closer look at that here on FutureCast. Here's the area of low pressure. It's moving closer to us for the rest of the week. By Friday, it's still dry, as I mentioned, and then we're going to see that kind of just clip. Here's Saturday. I think places along the coast may see a shower as early as Saturday, but I think this is all going to hold off until Sunday, that we do see everyone looking at a chance for some rain on Sunday. That'll be the case again on Monday as it kind of pushes on through. Look at this too. We're seeing snow. I think snow could be as low as, say, 5,000 feet, give or take. It doesn't look like it's going to be a lot of snow or even a lot of rain for that matter. Then we're between systems on Tuesday and even Wednesday. But by around Wednesday, Thursday, we begin to see the next storm system impacting us, giving us another shot for some showers, some cooler air moving in, which will mean snow in the mountains as well. That's right. We're getting that time of the year where we're going to have to start talking about that snow as well. So what are the forecast rainfall totals are looking like? Well, for today, there you can see most of the rain is up to the north. That's where we're seeing it kind of clipping Northern California. Then, as we go into this weekend and early next week, there's through Sunday, 6 p.m., here's your typical footprint again, right? We're seeing the heaviest rainfall to the north and west, less as you head off to the east. This is normal. Now, keep in mind, when you're looking at these numbers here, they're not exact. I don't want you to take these to be exact numbers and tell all your friends that Reading is going to see 1/1500ths of an inch of rainfall. I don't want you, if you live in Crescent City, telling all your friends that it's going to be 1.4 inches of rain. But again, where most of the rain will be here is for the north coast, and then we see less kind of pushing itself off to the east. And then it looks like, again, maybe a little bit more on top of that as we go into Monday as well. So certainly a welcome sight. We could see some rain. And how about that snow? Well, as I mentioned, maybe down to about 4 to 5,000 feet. I mean, the long-range forecast model, and again, not to be taken as exact, this is not my forecast, but I do want to show you that we're starting to see some of the cooler air move in. The forecast models are beginning to pick up on that cooler air and the potential for some accumulating snow for some of the lower elevations. I think it might be overdoing it for places like Bernie, but yeah, I mean, Alturas, Chester, maybe Quincy, Susanville could see some light snow as we do go into Sunday and Monday of next week. Is it going to be a lot? No, but again, we're getting that time of the year. We need to start paying attention to those snow levels. Now, we take a look at the temperature trend, and yeah, Climate Prediction Center has us in that cooler than normal category. And look at that 10-day trend. So really for Reading, we're keeping it right around or just above normal through at least the first half of the weekend. Now, once the temperatures drop, they stay there. They're not going anywhere. They're going to stay in the upper 60s and maybe even some low 70s here through a good portion of next week. All right, let's take a look at your wave heights. There you can see they're going to be about 3 to 5 feet here for today. Tomorrow, about the same. We're not going to see much change there. So there are no small craft advisories with north winds at about 10 to 15 knots, waves from the northwest at 3 feet at 5 seconds, and from the northwest at 5 feet at about 9 seconds. So here's your Trinity County neighborhood forecast, upper 60s to about 70. And there you can see the dry conditions through Friday, even Saturday. I think the better chances for that measurable rainfall will be here by Sunday into Monday. For the coast, though, maybe as early as Saturday, seeing some of those showers moving in. But again, that heavier rainfall won't be here until Sunday into Monday. 65 for Orleans, 68 degrees for Hoopa. There you can see 70 in Willow Creek. And I've also included, especially for the north, inland areas, seeing a chance for some showers as early as Saturday. But as I mentioned, for everyone, we're going to hold off until Sunday for that heavier rainfall. There you can see about 58 to 57 degrees for Wairika. There's that chance for showers kicking in later this afternoon for Siskiyou County, later this afternoon and evening for Modoc County, with 54 degrees for Tule Lake, 61 in California Pines today, and Cedarville, about 60 degrees. All right, let's take you off into the eastern mountains today. Temperatures in the 60s and 70s. The cooler spot will be in Viola at about 59 degrees, 72 degrees for Janesville and Portola, about 71. Your Valley neighborhood forecast brought to you by Walgamuth Painting. Temperatures in the upper 70s. And, you know, some of us in the valley could touch that 80-degree mark for today. 77 degrees for the city of Shasta Lake, 73 for Whiskeytown, 78 for Red Bluff and Palisadro. So let's take a look at your 7-day outlook for Reading. We've got upper 70s on average through Saturday. Look at that drop in the temperatures, though, by Sunday into Tuesday in the upper 60s, and more confidence in that chance for some measurable rainfall for Sunday and Monday. Will be between systems on Tuesday, drying out with a high of 67. That's your morning update. I'll be back at noon for your latest forecast.
At Wind River Resort and Casino, we like to celebrate life's little moments. Oh, and the big ones too. Because around here, when you're completely in the moment, that's when the magic happens. Come in and find your moment at Wind River Resort and Casino.